You remember those walkers that we saw all the way back in season 1 of The Walking Dead? The ones that used rocks to break windows and some even ran and climbed things. Well, we saw them again in the 19th episode of the 11th season of The Walking Dead. They just randomly appeared. But why didn't we see them in seasons 2 to 10? I mean, The Walking Dead had so much time to expand on all of these ideas about variants, but the walkers only got dumber and slower through the seasons. Okay, but now that they've introduced this concept, they are surely making more content about it, right? Well, let's see. Fear the Walking Dead Season 8, no variants. Dead City, no variants. World Beyond, no variants, except like literally the last 3 minutes of the show. So why? Why is nobody expanding these ideas if they made it so important to the story? Well, there's a really simple answer to all of this. Directors simply didn't want to expand on this idea, and AMC decided to include them only in the Daryl Dixon show, to increase the viewership of Daryl Dixon. But I think that they are planning something bigger here. Considering how amazing The Walking Dead content has been after the finale of the main show, I think they're planning something bigger here. Before we get into that though, I just wanna thank everybody that subscribed. We hit 1,000 subscribers, guys. It's just insane. Really, thanks to everybody who subscribed.
Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
So let's examine all of this closer to see if we are missing something out. So variants were common in season 1 and then they just vanished. They appeared again in the season 11.
What the fuck?
So I have two main theories on why this is happening and why we didn't see them for so long. My first theory is that considering we didn't see them for like 165 episodes, it's possible that regular walkers somehow transform into variants. It's definitely possible that walkers have some kind of internal clock that after some time transforms them into smarter and faster walkers. After all these years, maybe the virus made more changes to the brain or perhaps activated some parts of the brain that weren't active before. It's also possible that the reason why we saw so many variants in season 1 is because the walkers were fresh, meaning they turned not long ago, so both their brains and their muscle memory are more preserved, which could make them smarter and faster. So maybe the variants that attacked the Commonwealth were walkers that turned not long ago, and so they're like season 1 walkers. If you watch closely when the variants actually attack the Commonwealth soldiers, you can actually see that they don't look as bad as other walkers. Their skin isn't completely grey and they still have more muscle than other walkers. This probably wasn't done intentionally, but it's a good explanation that could confirm this theory. So it's possible that they turned not long ago, but that still doesn't explain how so many appeared at once and why they were all concentrated near the Commonwealth. I mean, we didn't see variants anywhere else with the exception of the France itself, so there has to be something more going on. So this leads me to my second theory, which I'm pretty confident could be the answer to all of these unexplained questions. I think that somebody has intentionally planted them near the Commonwealth, but how would that be possible? Well, we know that some ships are traveling from US to France and the other way around. So considering France is full of variants, maybe, just maybe, they intentionally or not so intentionally brought them from France to the US. By the way, if you like this video, choke that subscribe button. So we don't really know enough to say why or how this would happen, but remember when Daryl was on the ship, there was a variant running around, so it's completely possible that they were transported from France to the United States. It's also possible that considering the CRM is doing experiments on walkers, walkers could be shipped from France and delivered to the CRM, as they may want to experiment on variants and not just the regular walkers. So Jeanette's people could be shipping these walkers like freaking Amazon Prime. We know that the CRM knows about the communities in France, so this is a very likely answer. They could be all coming from Europe. But alright, why haven't we seen any variants in other spin-offs? Well, the only logical explanation is that somebody planned the destruction of the Commonwealth and released the walkers just in the area around the Commonwealth. I know this sounds kinda crazy, but how else would so many variants just randomly appear around the Commonwealth? The only logical explanation is that the CRM, yes, the CRM itself, sent these guys to destroy the Commonwealth. We know that the Commonwealth and the CRM know about each other, but we don't really know if they are allies or enemies. Considering what we saw from CRM destroying Omaha, it's clear that they used the combination of chlorine gas and huge clusters, as they call it. Basically, they lead giant, and I mean really huge hordes of walkers marching to Omaha, and the walkers just destroyed everything in front of them. So we saw the CRM utilize this kind of methods to destroy huge communities before, so it's possible that the CRM wanted to destroy the Commonwealth by sending variants directly to their doorstep. A little problem problem with this is that we saw only walkers that could run and climb. We didn't see any with acid blood or stuff like that, which would probably be more effective than just runners. So this is not a perfect explanation, but these are really the main two theories I can think of that explain this random appearance of so many variant walkers at once. It's either the virus causing the creation of variants so many years into the apocalypse, or more likely it was a sabotage. Someone wanted to destroy the Commonwealth. Do you have any theories on how variants randomly appeared? Let me know in the comments.
Liquid.